Our first question is, in what way does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of your media products? When it came to the trailer convention, we didn't really challenge a lot of the trailer conventions. We just kept with the basic, similar conventions you see in typical horror films, for example, voiceovers. We didn't use any voiceovers, so we didn't think using any voiceovers would have any effect on our film, as we already used the convention on-screen text. We wanted to use on-screen text as it would give the film a bit of a special effect. It would give the audience a bit more knowledge and information about our film. They'd be able to understand more about the storyline. Music is another trailer we used, another convention we used. Used two different types of music. We originally had a type of dubsteppy, eerie type of sound, which we at the end got rid of as it didn't really suit our trailer well. We used a classic horror sound, which you normally would see in a typical type of horror film. We also used like a really edgy sound, which created an eerie atmosphere to our film. Key scenes is another convention of a trailer we used. We had a couple of key scenes in our film. One of them was where the main character Reese was wiping blood off the door. This was top of a key scene as it showed that he was kind of hiding something. Another trailer convention we used was the title. Before having a title on a trailer was very important as it gives the audience it just tells the audience what the trailer is about, what it's called. The title can explain to the audience what a film could be about. We used all these conventions of a trailer as we thought it'd help us make our film more effective. Post conventions of the poster we used was the image. We thought of having our main image on a poster as it would help the audience identify the main characters of our film, and it would also help them understand the storyline a bit as our main image sort of explains what our film is about. We also used text. We had our credits at the bottom of the page as it shows the audience the people that was behind the whole production of our film. We also used our slogan in the middle of our title. We decided to put it in the middle of our poster, as looking at other posters we noticed that most of them had their slogan in the middle, so we thought that it'd be important to have it in the middle as it sort of catches the audience's attention. I mean, when you see a picture or when you see a poster, the first thing that really catches your eye is what's in the middle, so we thought having our slogan in the middle would be very effective. Conventions of the website we used was same as the poster really, image. We had our main image on there again. We thought this would be important as the people who would look at our website would notice what our film was about. We also used text. We had our title at the top of the page. We had our slogan in the middle again, and we had our casting crew at the bottom of the page. We also looked at horror conventions. We thought that when creating our film, we really had to look at horror conventions. As we was creating a horror, we needed to see what really goes into a trailer. The horror conventions we used was we had dark colours in our film. Most of our film was kept black and white as we thought this would create a better impact to our film. I mean, having it black and white sort of creates a type of effect. It gives the audience a different type of feel rather than having it colours, and it also represents our main character's personality as he is quite dull and kind of difficult to read, so we thought having it black and white wouldn't really give it the type of impact it would have if we had used colours. We also went for the typical horror conventions such as blood. We thought having blood in our trailer would easily help the audience identify that it was a horror they was watching. We also used death kind of sort of. We had our main character kidnap and torture the other person in our trailer. We thought it was important to use. We also had tension in there. We thought it'd be important to have tension in our trailer as it would help, it wouldn't make our film as boring if it didn't have tension in there. The tension in our trailer sort of grabs the audience's attention, and it makes them want to watch the rest of the film. one convention we didn't use was a voiceover. We chose not to use a voiceover as it would overcrowd our trailer, as we already had on-screen text on there. Before, having on-screen text was enough because we already had dialogue in our film as well, and having a voiceover would sort of make our film quite crowded, and we didn't want to take away the effect the on-screen text and music was given to our trailer. That's why we didn't use voiceovers.